who knows? Maybe Woody's right, and he's going to come back as the big bad wolf of YouTube, the ultimate arc.
Yeah, that's the way to go. He's already there, right? Like, I feel like he's been the bad guy of YouTube for a good 5 years now.
He should become a try-on girl. I want to see him. I want to see him do some try-on videos. He'll get my view.
I don't want to see that.
Kyle has this particular kind of genius.
You can call it that. I do.
I have a particular set of skills. Put the fat man in a lingerie dress and have him dancing around.
Dude, I would give anything to see Boogie dressed up in one of those mesh body suits. It would look like he was caught in a fishing net. Look like a porpoise, but needed to be cut out. Dude, I got to mention this try-on girls every week because, man, it's just a wild. You know what I found out though? I discovered this by going down a deep goon hole. Amaranth started out as a try-on girl, apparently.
Oh, did she?
Yes, because I found like 2 or 3 year old videos of. I was like, man, this girl is smoking hot, and she looks just like Amaranth. She's like wearing nothing, and it is Amaranth. That's
like literally nothing, or like how
yeah,
close
like
to
like
nothing?
like a G-string and like a tiny like see-through bra thing.
Ruins it.
I mean, if you go to influencersgonewild.com, you can find all the Amaranth pornography you want. She goes pretty naked over there.
Yeah, but
it's gotta be accidental.
It's gotta be
accidental.
It's paywall.
Well, like at least plausibly accidental. That's what the try-on girls present, right?
Oh, I see. That's your kink. No, I'm into that too. I like. I kind of.
Thank you. I was telling myself for a moment there.
Yeah. No. I'm into that too. I like that they grow their pubic hair out just to like flaunt it and be like, yeah, I'm showing you way more than you ought to be seeing. She'll like pull her skirt down until you see pubic hair and then pop it back up. She was like, oh, there's my titties. Whoopsie daisy. Hee. And it's just like, this is the best YouTube channel I've ever seen. Like, this is way better than X-Jaws.
You're familiar with the related genre, which is window cleaning advice?
Yeah, I'm not into that. But I'm.
You don't like that one?
What?
I feel so. What they do is they wear really revealing things, often transparent gowns, if you will, and then they bend over and they wash windows and mirrors, things like that. So it allows them to like bend over in front of the camera. What I like is when the girl is showing off like 4 or 5 different things. And so you can fast forward through them all to get to the good one. Because you'll see that spike in viewership and repeat viewership whenever she like gets her titties out or her pussy like completely flops out. One girl had a butt plug in and it's like, go to 3 minutes and 37 seconds. That's when she just has a butt plug hanging out. And it's good stuff. Good stuff.
This is just a lot of videos with genuine window cleaning advice. What am I supposed to be searching?
No.
I'm gonna find one for you.
You want to use keywords like transparent.
I'm getting suggested Evo the window cleaner and window cleaning venture. It's not what I need.
That's no fun at all. I wouldn't watch those videos.
Well, I'm halfway through one and no one's naked yet.
Sounds like. Well, I mean, they're naked at the beginning of the video.
Here, Taylor, I got you. This one's not even that good because her sheer outfit is too long. But I was in a time crunch.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at all those clothes.
Yeah, but you can completely see the outline.
Going to a funeral?
Yeah, that's a good time. That's a nice video you got there. This is called 4K Transparent Gown Window Cleaning Athena Allure Try-On. The YouTube channel is called Hot Baby. It's
this window's not even fucking dirty. She's lying.
I can't see the front side of that woman, but the back side is tremendous. That's the other thing. The participants range from rough looking trailer trash grandmas to like legitimate like 9 out of 10, like you're really struggling to find a flaw, or like if this was a creative character, you're like, I think I'm good. I think we're good here. We can hit apply.
It's funny that Kyle doesn't give out 10s. Like the top of the scale is a 9.
Yeah, there's no 10s on fucking YouTube. They've been snatched up by Saudi oil sheiks and shit like that. They don't let those get out too often.
10 state in Kyle's mind that can only exist for like a day or two. You know, she's too young and then too old on the either side of this very tiny peak.
Dude, this is the most absurd genre of YouTube video. Like the suggested one after this is just transparent clothes in dressing room, and this lady's for all intents and purposes fully naked, and then when it goes to take off the most sheer nightie of all time, I don't know if there's a lower blur you can add to a video.
Oh, that's the new meta. It's 360p
like with the blur, and so like you can still see areola. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, so Taylor, that's a new meta. It came into fashion about 3 weeks ago, this blur meta. And so usually there's a quick transition between outfits. It's like, okay, that's the pink bikini set. Now I'm going to show you the lime green. And there's like a click, and now she's got lime green on. Now they blur her a little, and she just strips naked in front of the camera, and then like gets dressed. And none of them are doing what I would do, which is to like remove the blur a little too early.
You know what they should do? They should
early.
have the blur in like the steady spot while she moves in and out of the blur.
Oh, I like that.
Like, I did my best.
I'll put like a black bar up. She's like dipping down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to the uninitiated, you may imagine that like we're talking about, oh, you can kind of see through that mesh. There's that's her. Like sometimes it'll just be her pussy will just be out. Like you'll see her lips hanging out. Like you'll see buttholes. You'll see all sorts of stuff.
Looks like.
Yeah, it's a wild time over there. God bless
all our
ladies.
gun friends can't make. These are probably monetized.
Right?
Right?
I have YouTube Premium, whatever.
Premium, so I don't know.
Yeah, I pay, so I don't know.
We all have premium, dude. I use YouTube more than Netflix. If I was down to one streaming service that I paid for, I think YouTube is the one that would be.
It'd have to be YouTube. YouTube provides more hours of content because you have content creators making stuff so regularly. Like I'm in a jam right now where I'm watching old Summit shit. Like I'm watching Summit VODs and stuff like that. And it's like this is hours and hours and hours of content. It's good shit. Yes.
Let's spend.
I'm looking for Mexican weather girls.
Oh yeah, well they always have good weather. And so it's just like a reaffirmation that they live in a nice climate, that they get to watch the weather every day. And it's really just about watching a hot lady. So good for them. It's a good part of their culture.
Yeah. It's France versus Mexico. Show that, Zach.
France? I would have thought France would be all about something sexy.
Their weather's always shitty, right?
That's why even more so. And there's a lot of hot women in France. I think.
It's Sioux Falls.
Oh my God!
What is this nonsense? France.
Doesn't that makes you want to move down to Mexico? Like just to watch the weather girl? Can we?
Kyle,
get this
is she a 10?
Like her body is near perfect. We can't really see, but like she's shaped cartoon-like. She's also posing
everything
well.
I need to see. That is
her face could be. She could not have a nose like Skeletor.
There's
or something.
nothing her face
in which the face
like.
doesn't matter.
If she turns around and I see you looking back at me, it's still a 10.
The reason she can't be a 10. The reason she can't be a 10 is like now imagine she has a twin sister who has just like better nails and stayed out of the sun a little more. Now you fucked up.
So in your world, there can only be one 10.
No, it's that there can be no 10s.
Okay,
no,
I thought I was extreme.
So you're doing it on like an earthquake scale. Wow, your theory is crumbling before our eyes.
I just saw 2 10s.
Look, near perfection. But again, you're wanting to define this as perfection.
You look like one of those people that fussed about Megan Fox's thumbnails.
We can't even see her.
You wouldn't say she's a 10. She's right here.
Look, Megan Fox's thumbs are why she's not a 10. She can be whatever you want her to be, but come on, them thumbs. If you were changing her character around in a video game, you probably trim those back a little.
You would never notice her thumbs.
But you would because I already just told you about them. Now you know, and now you have Megan Fox. You're gonna trim them goddamn thumbs.
Trim her thumbs.
Yes.
So like just clip them.
Like create a class. This is magic. God damn it! Aren't you following along? There's a fantasy happening right now.
I don't think a weird thumb is enough to knock a woman down from a 10 to a 9.7 or whatever.
Well, then we have a very different rating system.
Of 10.
What is this, Zach? This is just a hot ass chick. But again, not a 10. Like I don't know. I can't see half of her face. Like again, gorgeous, beautiful, nearing perfection.
I don't like her face. How she has that like resting frown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the weather girl. Oh. Just a weird face.
Just her body turned out to be perfect.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Jesus Christ. I think Amaranth is pretty close. Your
story more than a fucking weather girl.
I'm an Amaranth fanboy, so I would have to say she's like a 8.5 or something like that. She's like super high up there to sort of. You just don't see many like perfect from head
Yeah, you
to
don't
toe
see
in
them.
every way human beings.
On the rating scale, I'm somewhere in between, right? Some people would argue that 10% of people are 10s, right? But that's a lot. It should be a bell curve. But I think that the top 0.1% of people can be 10s. And what is that? 1%? No, 0.1 is 1 in 1,000. So if I go to the shopping mall and get 1,000 people there, I should find a single 10. And this weather girl qualifies. She would be that person.
I think Woody's assessment is accurate. I think it's fair and balanced.
No, it's figure skating rules. You know, like what if you see something better? What if they spun one more time up there? How is that a 10? What if she made it a quadruple axel?
Doesn't figure skating only go up to 6?
I think I don't think that's accurate.
I've never actually watched it. I've
Really?
just seen that clip of that one woman whose name is escaping me.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Getting hurt. Yeah, Nancy Kerrigan. I've just seen all that stuff.
I watched the Olympics because they're often very pretty and they're wearing very little and they're athletic and it's cool. And when they fall, it's kind of dramatic, you know.
And you can imagine yourself with them because they're skating with a gay guy.
The highest score in figure skating is a 6. Kyle's a tough judge. He's gonna see that weather girl and be like, 5.8.
Yes.
Jesus.
You're talking about, asymptotically approaching a 10, but never quite reaching it. You didn't eat vegetables until 5 years ago. I'm not. I'm not taking.
I wasn't missing out on much. Oh, peas are so fucking good. Get out of here.
Okay, you pick one of the worst vegetables.
They're good with rice and too much butter.
I mean, I probably had bell peppers in my fajitas at some point. You know what I mean? I didn't pick those up.
Did you gag? You're like, you're just eating like an 11-year-old until your early 30s is the funniest bit.
Yeah.
Yay, Dino Nuggies. You're 31.
All right, now I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like I never liked processed foods, like overly processed. There's like a second category of processed foods. I can't remember what it's like, super processed or something, hyper processed stuff like Dino Nuggets, where they've like liquefied some sort of paste of meats and then they've mixed it with some other chemicals, preservatives and flavorings, and then they've formed it and made it appear to have been fried, and it's in a little smiley face. Like that shit is scary. That to me is like Soylent Green level. Like I don't want to put that in my body. I mean, I eat hot dogs.